Hello, I'm Simon Etchells. I'm a partner at gunnercooke and I practice in England and Scotland. Today I'd like to take a couple of minutes to talk about property and risk. If you are a business or commercial enterprise looking to take a lease of a property, especially if you have limited resources, it can be very tempting just to sign up to what is offered by a landlord. The cost of professional advice, agency, building survey and legal fees can seem disproportionate. After all, it's just a 3 or 5 year lease for £10,000 a year. What could go wrong? The answer is a lot. There are real risks that mean you may take on liabilities you did not know about, which in some instances could have a very serious effect on your future and your business. Here are 3 key things to think about and 2 asides. Getting it right is a mixture of the practical and the legal. You would not buy a home without a survey, so don't lease a property without one. Even the best legal advice is not a magic wand. However good the lease contract is, if you lease defective premises, you could end up with something expensive and unusable. If the premises are not in pristine condition, then don't accept a repair obligation that says they are. You wouldn't buy a rusty car for the price of a new one, so why would you do that for a property? But many folk do. Why is this important? If you take on a full repair duty, the landlord can make you upgrade the property or at the end of the lease seek a large sum of money to rectify your breach. That is your failure to repair to an original fantasy repair standard. Get a schedule of condition into the lease showing the starting standard of the property. The next point, service charges. This is linked to the last comment. In a multi-tenanted building, service charge costs, including repair of the larger building, will often dwarf direct repair and upkeep costs of your premises. If the building is not in good shape, negotiate a cap on liability, or at least key exclusions around, say, a bad roof, crumbling stonework, or lifts that will soon need to be replaced. Those are my key points. I promise 2 asides. The first is on energy performance. Recent regulations in England require the upgrade of EPC G and F rated buildings even if they're let. The target is B for 2030. If you have a lease and those costs are not carved out limited, they may be headed your way directly or via a very large service charge shock. My second aside relates to jurisdiction. I'm a Scottish and English lawyer. Don't assume Scotland is the same or nearly the same, as in some instances it absolutely is not. For example, there are no business lease renewal rights in Scotland. Take a lease for 5 years and after those 5 have passed, you can lose the unit and all that customer goodwill you have created. You can protect yourself, but only through contract. I often say to my clients that it seems like it's my job to be miserable, and I'm not miserable. However, if you let us be miserable at the start, you might not be miserable at the end.